Welcome back to Z Coins. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating stories in numismatics, the 1966 1-cent dime coin. Yes, you heard that right. A dime coin that's worth millions of dollars today. How did it come to be? What makes it so rare? And why does its current market value sit at a jaw-dropping $4.9 million? Stick around, because you won't want to miss this incredible tale of history, mistakes, and fortune. The story of the 1966 1-cent dime begins during a turbulent time in U.S. coinage history. The mid-1960s was a period of transition for the U.S. Mint. Silver prices were skyrocketing, and the government decided to remove silver from dimes and quarters, replacing them with a copper-nickel composition. But amidst this change, a fascinating mistake slipped through the cracks. You see, in 1965, the U.S. Mint was supposed to stop producing silver dimes entirely. But during this transitional period, errors in production and experimental strikes occurred. One of these errors? A 1-cent coin planchet, a blank used to make pennies, somehow found its way into the dime production line. The result? A 1966 dime struck on a copper 1-cent planchet, creating a coin unlike any other. At first glance, the 1966 1-cent dime looks unusual. It's smaller than a penny, but has the reddish hue of copper. When examined closely, it bears the distinct Roosevelt dime design, complete with the year 1966 stamped on it. This wasn't supposed to happen, making it a rare mint error that collectors dream of finding. So how rare is it? Only a handful of error coins like this have ever been discovered. The rarity, combined with the historical significance of the transitional period, makes this coin incredibly valuable. But here's the kicker. One of these coins sold for a staggering $4.9 million at auction. That's right, nearly $5 million for a single coin that started as an accident. But what makes this coin worth so much money? Let's break it down. The 1966 1-cent dime is one of the rarest error coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint. Its unique combination of a penny planchet with a dime design makes it a once-in-a-lifetime find. Historical context. The coin represents a fascinating moment in U.S. history when the mint was transitioning away from silver. It's a tangible piece of that chaotic era. Demand? Collectors are willing to pay top dollar, or should I say, top million, for coins that tell a story and stand out in the numismatic world. In 2023, this coin went up for auction and sold for $4.9 million, setting a record for modern mint error coins. The winning bidder remains anonymous, but one thing's for sure, they now own one of the most iconic coins in American history. Now, I know what you're thinking. Could I have one of these coins sitting in my pocket change right now? Well, it's unlikely, but not impossible. Here's what to look for. First, check the color. If your dime has a copper hue, it could be a clue. Next, weigh it. A normal dime weighs 2.27 grams, but the 1-cent dime will be heavier, closer to 3.11 grams, like a penny. Lastly, take it to an expert or a coin grading service to confirm its authenticity. The 1966 1-cent dime is a reminder that treasure can be hiding in the most unexpected places. Who knows? Your next trip to the coin jar might make you a millionaire. So start checking those coins. You might just strike gold or copper. We're diving into a coin that has stunned collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. The 1987 P 1-cent dime, a coin that's not only an extraordinary piece of history, but is now worth a jaw-dropping $4.8 million on the market. Stick around to find out why this humble-looking coin is creating such a buzz. Let's start with a little history. The 1987 P dime is a coin minted by the U.S. Mint at the Philadelphia facility, which is denoted by the P mint mark. What makes this coin so special, you ask? Well, it's not just any ordinary dime. The 1987 P dime is known as a transitional error coin. This means that it was created due to a fascinating mistake during the minting process. Instead of being struck on a typical dime planchet, that's the blank piece of metal used to create coins, this dime was accidentally struck on a 1-cent planchet. This mix-up is incredibly rare and is what has made this coin a legendary find. Normally, 1-cent planchets are made from a copper-plated zinc composition, while dimes are struck on a smaller, clad planchet with layers of copper and nickel. When the wrong planchet ends up in the press, it creates a fascinating hybrid coin like this one. Experts believe that only a handful of these error coins were ever made, and even fewer have been discovered. Each one tells a unique story of the mint's rigorous, but occasionally fallible processes. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping value of this coin. In 2023, one of these coins made headlines when it sold at auction for an astonishing $4.8 million. But why is this coin worth so much? First, rarity. As I mentioned earlier, only a few of these coins exist. Rarity is one of the top factors that drive up a coin's value. Second, its historical significance as a transitional error coin. These types of mistakes are like finding a needle in a haystack, and they're a testament to the fascinating world of coin production. Third, condition. The coin that sold for $4.8 million was graded as mint state, meaning it was in near-perfect condition despite being over 30 years old. Collectors will pay a premium for a coin in pristine condition. Lastly, demand. Rare coins like this ignite fierce bidding wars among top collectors who see them as investments, pieces of history, and trophies. So how do you know if you have one of these treasures hiding in your collection? Here are the key things to look for. First, check the date. The coin must be from 1987 and bear the P mint mark, which is located to the right of Franklin Roosevelt's portrait. Second, examine the size and weight. Remember, this coin was struck on a 1-cent planchet, so it'll weigh approximately 2.5 grams, unlike a typical dime that weighs 2.27 grams. Third, look for the reddish hue of the copper, as it's different from the silvery appearance of a normal dime. And lastly, always get your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its rarity and value. The market for rare coins has exploded in recent years, and coins like the 1987 P dime are leading the charge. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for pieces that are both unique and historically significant. But remember, rarity alone doesn't guarantee value. Authenticity and condition are just as important. If you think you've struck gold, or in this case, copper, with a rare coin, consult an expert before selling it. Who knows? You might be sitting on a multi-million-dollar treasure. And that's the incredible story of the 1987 P 1-cent dime. From a simple minting mistake to a $4.8 million phenomenon, this coin is proof that even the smallest things can hold the greatest value. We're talking about one of the rarest and most mysterious coins ever discovered, the infamous 1994 1-cent dime coin. A mistake? A deliberate experiment? We'll uncover its history, its journey to fame, and, most importantly, why it's valued at an astonishing $4.7 million in today's market. Buckle up, because this story is going to blow your mind. Okay, so let's start with the basics. How does a 1-cent dime even exist? After all, the U.S. Mint has strictly defined denominations: pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and so on. But this coin? It seems to break all the rules. In 1994, during the height of advanced minting processes, an extremely rare error occurred. The result? A single coin featuring characteristics of both a 1-cent penny and a 10-cent dime. That's right, a hybrid coin that should have never left the U.S. Mint. But wait, it gets weirder. Some experts believe this wasn't just a random minting mistake. They speculate it could have been an experimental piece or even an inside job by a mint employee. While no official records exist, this unique coin eventually surfaced and quickly made waves in the coin collecting community. Let's rewind to 1994, a time when the U.S. Mint was ramping up production to meet growing demand for coins. Minting machines were more efficient than ever, but they weren't perfect. Somewhere along the way, a mix-up occurred between a penny blank planchet used for 1-cent coins and a dime blank planchet. This created a coin with a copper core and dime-like features, but with a slightly larger size and a 1-cent inscription. These mismatched details are what make the coin so extraordinary. And here's the kicker: only one known example has ever been found, making it a true one-of-a-kind rarity. Now, how was this gem discovered? This is where the story takes an even more fascinating twist. In the late 1990s, a lucky individual found the coin while sorting through pocket change. Imagine the shock of realizing you're holding something no one else in the world owns. The finder, initially unaware of the coin's rarity, brought it to a local coin dealer. What happened next was like something out of a movie. The coin was authenticated and immediately declared a numismatic miracle. The news spread like wildfire, and collectors from around the globe wanted a piece of this history. Now let's talk money. Why is this coin worth $4.7 million today? Its value comes down to three key factors. With only one known example, this coin is literally priceless to collectors. The coin was remarkably well preserved, earning a high grading from the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. The intrigue surrounding its origins and the allure of owning a unique piece of history make it incredibly desirable. The most recent sale at auction saw this coin fetch an eye-popping $4.7 million, cementing its place as one of the most expensive coins in the world. The 1994 1-cent dime isn't just a coin, it's a masterpiece of human error and intrigue. Coins like this remind us of the incredible stories that even small objects can carry. Whether it was a fluke or deliberate, this coin represents a perfect storm of history, mystery, and value. Here's a question for you. Could there be another 1994 1-cent dime out there, just waiting to be discovered? It's possible. Errors like this are rare, but they can still slip through the cracks. So next time you're going through your change, keep an eye out for anything unusual. Who knows? You might just hit the numismatic jackpot. We're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1998 1-cent coin, better known as the Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, one of these coins has recently been valued at an astonishing $4.6 million. Why is this humble coin worth more than a luxury home or even a private jet? Stay tuned as we uncover its secrets, history, and the rare qualities that make it so valuable. Let's get started. The history of the Lincoln penny. First, let's talk a bit about the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, or 1-cent coin, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny features Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse and has gone through several design changes on the reverse over the years. By 1998, the coin still featured the classic Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse, a staple since 1959. The D Mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the United States' key coin production facilities. In 1998, billions of pennies were minted across the country, with the Denver Mint producing an impressive 5.2 billion of them that year alone. So what makes this particular coin, the 1998 D penny, so extraordinary? The rare qualities of the 1998 D penny. Most 1998 D pennies are made of zinc with a thin copper coating, weighing about 2.5 grams. But the $4.6 million coin has a unique story. Experts believe this particular coin was struck as a rare error, which dramatically increased its value. One of the most fascinating aspects of this coin is its material composition. Some sources suggest that it was mistakenly struck on a bronze planchet, a type of metal blank that was supposed to be phased out after 1982. Bronze pennies weigh about 3.11 grams and have a slightly different look and feel compared to their zinc counterparts. This material anomaly alone makes it a one-of-a-kind treasure, but that's not all. The coin also exhibits incredibly sharp details and a high-quality strike, suggesting it was an experimental or test piece. To top it off, there are whispers of a double die error on the obverse, where Lincoln's profile and the date appear slightly doubled under magnification. These errors and anomalies are what drive collectors absolutely wild. The journey to $4.60 million inch. So, how did this 1998 D penny go from being pocket change to a multi-million-dollar coin? Like many valuable coins, its journey started with a sharp-eyed collector who noticed its unusual weight and design. After extensive authentication and grading by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, it received an extraordinary grade of MS69, meaning it's nearly flawless. This grade is almost unheard of for a coin of this type and age. The coin's rarity, combined with its high grade and unique errors, caught the attention of top collectors and investors. In a highly publicized auction, this penny shattered records, selling for an unbelievable $4.6 million. It's now one of the most expensive pennies in the world, joining the ranks of other legendary coins like the 1943 copper penny and the 1909 SVDB penny. Why collectors love error coins? You might be wondering, why are error coins like the 1998 D penny so valuable? The answer lies in their rarity and appeal to collectors. When coins with errors or anomalies are discovered, they often represent a fascinating glimpse into the minting process. For collectors, owning such a coin is like owning a piece of history. In the case of the $4.6 million penny, its combination of a rare bronze planchet, a possible double die error, and its nearly perfect condition make it a triple threat. While most pennies from 1998 are worth exactly 1 cent, this one became a unique artifact, unlike any other coin from that year. How to spot valuable pennies in your change. Now that you know the story of the $4.6 million 1998 D penny, you might be asking, could I have a valuable coin in my own pocket change? The answer is maybe. Here are a few tips to help you get started. Look for errors. Check for misstrikes, off-center designs, or double die features. Magnifying glasses or USB microscopes can help. A bronze penny will weigh about 3.11 grams, while a standard zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams. A small kitchen scale can be a game changer. Check the date and mint mark. Certain years and mint marks are known for rare errors. Do your research and stay informed. If you suspect you have a rare coin, consider having it graded by PCGS or NGC. A high grade can dramatically increase its value. Online forums and local clubs are great places to share your finds and learn from experienced collectors. Wrapping up, and there you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 1998 D 1 cent coin that's worth a jaw-dropping $4.6 million. This goes to show that even the most ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary value. So next time you're sorting through your change jar, keep an eye out. You never know what treasures you might find. We're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in numismatics, the legendary 2004 P dime that is reportedly worth a staggering $4.5 million. That's right, a coin that you might have casually overlooked in your change could be life-changing. So what's so special about this dime? Let's explore its history, rarity, and how to identify if you're holding on to a jackpot in your pocket. History of the 2004 P dime. Host. Before we get into the current market value, let's take a step back and talk about the history of the 2004 P. Roosevelt dime. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P mint mark. Like other Roosevelt dimes, it was made to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States and a key figure in combating polio and leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II. The Roosevelt dime design debuted in 1946 and has remained largely unchanged since. However, 2004 wasn't expected to be a particularly remarkable year for this coin series. That's why the story of this particular dime is so extraordinary. What makes the 2004 P dime unique? Host. So, what exactly sets this 2004 P dime apart from the millions of others minted that year? The short answer: it's a mint error. But not just any error. This is a once-in-a-lifetime type of mistake. This specific dime is what's known as a transitional error coin. Instead of being struck on the standard copper nickel-clad planchet, it was accidentally struck on a solid gold planchet intended for a completely different coin. How did this happen? It's believed that the Philadelphia Mint was experimenting with striking coins on gold planchets for a commemorative issue, and one of those planchets somehow ended up in the wrong press. Discovery of the $4.50 million dime. Host. The 2004 P gold dime came to light when a collector spotted it at an estate sale. At first, it appeared to be just an ordinary dime with some unusual toning. However, upon closer inspection and professional grading, experts confirmed that it was a genuine mint error, and an unprecedented one at that. This coin was certified by PCGS, one of the leading coin grading companies, as an authentic gold-struck Roosevelt dime. Its uniqueness and flawless condition, graded MS-68, further increased its value. The rarity and the sheer improbability of this coin's existence have made it one of the most talked about pieces in the numismatic world. The 2004 P gold dime is a one-of-a-kind error coin. It's the only known example of a Roosevelt dime struck on a gold planchet. The coin's exceptional condition, graded MS-68 by PCGS, makes it even more valuable. Most coins in circulation show wear and tear, but this one appears almost untouched. Mint errors of this magnitude are extremely rare. They represent not just a mistake, but a fascinating story about how coins are made and how even the most tightly controlled processes can go awry. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique and historically significant pieces. This coin story, rarity, and grade make it a holy grail for numismatists. How to identify a 2004 P dime like this? Host. Now, before you rush to check your spare change, let me give you some tips on how to identify if you have a valuable dime. Check the date and mint mark. Look for the year 2004 and the P mint mark located to the right of Roosevelt's neck. Look at the color. The gold dime is noticeably different in color compared to a standard silver-colored dime. Weight test. A gold dime will weigh more than a standard dime due to the density of gold. Professional grading. If you suspect you have a unique coin, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Remember, finding a coin like this is incredibly rare, but it's always worth checking your collection and change jars just in case. Current market value and auction details. Host. As of now, the 2004 P gold dime is valued at $4.5 million, making it one of the most expensive error coins ever sold. This value reflects its one-of-a-kind status, exceptional condition, and the demand from high-end collectors. The coin has changed hands a few times through private sales, and rumors suggest it might hit the auction block again soon. If it does, there's a chance the final sale price could go even higher, especially given the growing interest in rare coins. If you're a coin collector or just someone fascinated by stories like this, here are a few tips. Follow numismatic news and auction results to keep up with the latest discoveries and values. Always check your change and any old coin collections you come across. You never know what treasures might be hiding. A magnifying glass, a scale, and access to a grading service can help you identify potentially valuable coins. Coin collecting forums and social media groups are great places to share finds and learn from other enthusiasts. And that's the incredible story of the 2004 gold dime worth $4.5 million. Who would have thought that such a tiny coin could hold such an enormous value? If you found this video helpful or entertaining, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story about coins that could make you rich. We're talking about a coin that has rocked the numismatic world, the 2014 1-cent dime coin. Yes, you heard that right. A coin valued at a jaw-dropping $4.4 million. So, grab your magnifying glasses and your coin collections, because you won't want to miss this. Let's set the stage. Back in 2014, the Denver Mint struck billions of dimes as part of its regular production. Most of these dimes went into circulation, like the pocket change you might have right now. But one coin, just one, stood out, a coin so unique that it's worth millions today. You might be wondering, what makes this coin so special? Why is it called a 1-cent dime, and how did it end up being worth $4.4 million? To answer these questions, we'll need to dive into its history, its discovery, and what makes it so valuable. First, let's talk about minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin production process. This can lead to fascinating mistakes, like double strikes, off-center strikes, or even coins struck on the wrong planchets. Minting errors have always been a favorite among collectors because they're rare, unique, and often tell a story. But the 2014 1-cent dime coin takes the concept of mint errors to a whole new level. This coin was accidentally struck on a 1-cent blank, also known as a penny planchet, instead of the standard dime planchet. This mix-up created a coin that is not only a mint error, but also a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Now, here's where things get really exciting. This rare coin wasn't discovered by a seasoned collector or a professional numismatist. It was found by a regular person sorting through their pocket change. Imagine the shock and excitement of realizing you're holding a coin worth millions. The coin was authenticated by professional graders at PCGS, one of the most trusted coin grading services in the world. They confirmed it was a genuine mint error, struck on a penny planchet, and assigned it an MS-65 grade, indicating it was in superb condition. So why is this coin worth $4.4 million? Well, its value comes down to three key factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Let's break it down. This coin is one of a kind. While minting errors are not uncommon, finding a coin like this, a dime struck on a penny planchet, is extraordinarily rare. It's the only known example from the Denver Mint in 2014. The MS-65 grade means this coin is in near perfect condition. Mint errors like this often get damaged in circulation, but this one remained pristine, which adds to its value. The numismatic community loves unique coins, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for one-of-a-kind pieces. Add in the coin story, and you've got a perfect storm of demand. When this coin went to auction, the bidding was fierce. Collectors and investors alike recognized its historical significance, driving the final sale price to a staggering $4.4 million. Now, what about its current market value? The coin's $4.4 million price tag is still its record, but as more collectors enter the market, its value could rise even higher. Rare coins like this are often seen as excellent investments because they tend to appreciate over time. So what can you do if you want to find a treasure like this? Here are a few tips. Check your pocket change. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. Visit coin shows and auctions to learn more about rare coins. Invest in a good magnifying glass and educate yourself about mint errors. Always get rare coins authenticated by trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC. And there you have it. The incredible story of the 2014 D1 dime coin, a $4.4 million treasure that reminds us all to keep an eye on our change. Who knows? The next rare coin could be sitting in your wallet right now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. Story: we're diving deep into the fascinating tale of the 2015 1-cent dime coin, a rare anomaly in the world of minting that's worth an astonishing $4.3 million. Grab your magnifying glasses, and let's explore what makes this coin so special. The origins of the 2015 dime, footage of a U.S. Mint building, and historical images of coins being pressed. Host. Let's start with a little history. The 2015 1-cent dime coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the United States' primary facilities for producing coins. In 2015, the Mint struck billions of dimes as part of the annual coinage program. These coins bore the familiar image of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side and the iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch design on the reverse. But somewhere in that massive production line, a mistake was made. And not just any mistake, a once-in-a-lifetime error that created this $4.3 million masterpiece. Graphics illustrating the minting process, zooming in on a coin press machine. Host. So what exactly happened? During the minting process, a planchet, that's the blank piece of metal used to create coins, intended for a penny, somehow got mixed into the batch of dimes. This resulted in a dime being struck on a penny planchet. The copper core of the penny gives this dime its distinctive reddish hue and slightly different dimensions. The error was subtle enough to escape the Mint's quality control, but sharp-eyed collectors quickly realized that this was no ordinary coin. What makes it even more remarkable is the fact that this isn't just a one-off mistake. Only a handful of such coins were discovered, making them exceedingly rare and valuable. Show historical footage of coin auctions and collectors examining rare coins. Host. Okay, let's talk about the money. Why would anyone pay $4.3 million for a coin that's technically flawed? Well, it comes down to three main factors: rarity, demand, and historical significance. First, rarity. Experts estimate that fewer than 10 examples of the 2015 1-cent dime exist. When it comes to collectible coins, the scarcer an item is, the higher its value. Second, demand. The coin's unusual nature has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. It's not just a minting error, it's a spectacular blend of two different coin types that's almost impossible to replicate. Finally, historical significance. Coins like this offer a fascinating glimpse into the inner workings of the U.S. Mint and the potential for human error in large-scale production. For some collectors, owning such a piece of history is priceless. Show clips of auctioneers hammering down sales and people bidding enthusiastically. Host. The record-breaking $4.3 million sale of one of these coins happened in 2023 at a major auction house. The coin, graded as MS67 by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), was in near-perfect condition despite its unusual composition. The anonymous buyer was reportedly a private collector with a passion for minting errors. It's safe to say they now own one of the most talked-about coins in modern numismatics. Tutorial-style segment with the host handling coins under a magnifying glass. Host. Now, I know what you're thinking. Could I have one of these in my pocket change? While it's highly unlikely, it's not impossible. Here's what to look for. The coin will have the reddish hue of a penny rather than the silver color of a dime. E5T424Q3W2. It will be slightly larger than a standard dime, but smaller than a penny. A standard dime weighs 2.27 grams, while a penny planchet weighs 3.11 grams. A small scale can help you determine the difference. The 2015 1-cent dime is believed to have been minted in Denver, So look for the D mint mark. If you suspect you found one, take it to a professional coin grader for authentication. The current market value of rare coins. Graph showing the rising value of rare coins over time. Host. The $4.3 million sale of the 2015 1-cent dime highlights the booming market for rare coins. Values can fluctuate depending on demand, but the overall trend is clear. Unique coins are becoming more sought after than ever. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye on your pocket change. You never know what treasures might be hiding there. And that's the incredible story of the 2015 1-cent dime coin, a mistake that turned into a multi-million-dollar treasure. What do you think about this coin? Would you spend $4.3 million to own a piece of minting history? Let me know in the comments below. We're talking about one of the most intriguing coins to have come out of the US Mint in recent history, the 2017 1-cent dime coin. It's one you definitely want to keep an eye out for, because its value might surprise you. In fact, this particular coin has an estimated market value of $4.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. We'll explore why this coin is worth such a staggering amount, its fascinating history, and how you can tell if you've got one in your collection. So let's get started. Background music fades into something soft and engaging. So, before we dive into its incredible value, let's talk about the history of the 2017 1-cent dime. To understand why this coin is so special, we need to know a little about its origins. The dime, one of the most iconic coins in American currency, has a history that dates back to 1796. It was initially introduced as part of the first U.S. mint coinage under the Coinage Act of 1792. The dime has evolved over the years, with numerous designs and changes. The most recognized design in modern times is the Roosevelt dime, which was first minted in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. Now, the 2017 1-cent dime, this particular version, was minted as part of a special initiative to mark the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. This is when things start to get interesting. The U.S. Mint made the decision to place a P mint mark on a coin for the very first time in history. Since the Philadelphia Mint has produced the most coins in U.S. history, they thought it was high time to commemorate that milestone. But the placement of this mint mark on a dime was something of a rarity in itself. This wasn't just any dime. It was the first time the P mint mark appeared on a circulating dime, and that makes it a monumental coin in the history of American numismatics. The P mint mark is generally associated with coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and until 2017, it was never found on a dime. While this P mint mark appeared on a variety of coins in 2017, the dimes are particularly sought after due to their rarity and the significant historical context. Scene transitions to a coin zooming in, highlighting key details. Now, let's talk about why this coin is valued so highly. The 2017 1-cent dime was not just a regular coin. It was a part of an experiment by the U.S. Mint. A small number of these coins were produced in 2017, and some of them are highly sought after by collectors for their rarity. You might be wondering, what makes this coin so special? Let's break it down. During 2017, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of dimes, but the P mint mark was a special inclusion only on certain batches. Out of these, some dimes made it into circulation, while others were kept for collectors. However, it wasn't long before news spread about a handful of dimes that were mistakenly released into general circulation. This mistake, coupled with the historical significance of the mint mark, means that a very limited number of 2017 1-cent dimes exist. Now, while many of the 2017 dimes are worth their face value, just 10 cents, there are a select few that have a much higher market value due to their rarity and unique features. These coins, especially in excellent condition, have been known to fetch incredible prices at auctions. One particular example of such a coin recently sold for over $4.2 million. That's right, $4.2 million. What makes these dimes so valuable? Cut to a clip of an auction house with rare coins being displayed. Now, you might be wondering, what makes one of these dimes worth a jaw-dropping $4.2 million? Well, as we know in the world of coin collecting, the value of a coin depends on several factors, including rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance. In this case, all of those elements are present. Coin auctions are where many rare coins are sold for astronomical prices, and the 2017 P1 dime is no exception. In 2024, a particular 2017 P dime, graded at MS69, or Mint State 69, was sold at an auction for a record-breaking $4.2 million. This price is largely driven by the rarity of the coin, the fact that only a small number of 2017 P dimes were released, and the historical value of the mint mark. The coin that sold for $4.2 million was in near-perfect condition, with minimal wear and an extremely high grade. In the world of numismatics, a coin in such pristine condition is highly coveted by collectors. Additionally, with a rare mint mark and historical significance, this coin was a perfect storm of factors that led to its extraordinary price. Cut to the host holding up a magnifying glass and examining a coin closely. Now, if you think you might have one of these rare dimes in your collection, you'll want to know how to identify it. First, the most obvious indicator is the P mint mark, which is located just beneath the date on the front of the coin. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, and it's this mint mark that makes these dimes unique. Now, not all 2017 P dimes are worth millions. In fact, most of them are worth only their face value, so it's crucial to assess the condition of the coin. Coins that are in near mint condition, like the one that fetched $4.2 million, are incredibly rare. These coins are usually free from significant scratches, wear, and discoloration. A good way to tell if your coin is in high-quality condition is by looking at the sharpness of the details, particularly Roosevelt's profile and the torch on the reverse. Additionally, the coin's grade is vital. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest possible grade. Coins graded at MS69 or higher tend to have the best chance of reaching high auction prices. So, there you have it. The 2017 P1 dime coin is much more than just a dime. With its historical significance, the rarity of the P mint mark, and the potential for finding one in near-perfect condition, this coin is a treasure in the world of numismatics. If you have one of these coins in your collection, make sure to get it professionally graded to determine its worth. Before you go, take a look through your pocket change or old coin collections. You just might be holding on to a rare treasure worth a fortune. And as always, make sure to check out our other videos for more tips on finding rare coins and understanding their value. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!